Because at the end of the day, I always say everybody will be questioned. The Prophet ﷺ has told us that everybody is a shepherd. A man is a shepherd, and he's going to be questioned about his family, his wife and his kids, how he brought them up. In fact, you're even going to be questioned about your wealth, how you acquired it, how you spent it. Yes, you're going to be questioned how you spent it. So it is not enough for you to just have the money and then just squander it. You're not allowed to be wasteful.
So good a thing you have brought that to the table, talking about wealth. We know we have something we call sadaqah, amongst other things. There are different names for gift given. And you talked about portion and sharing. So tell us about that, Malam Yusuf. You know, who gives, who receives? Because we know that oftentimes when we say give, people are of the notion that you need to be wealthy to give. But do the wealthy also receive? And do they receive only from equally wealthy people? What is their position in Islam?
Beautiful. Thank you very much for that question. But before going into that, I want to call our attention to something, that there's a need for a complete reset. As a society, there's a need for us to have this conversation about what is a rush for, what is a craze all about. I've never seen a billionaire driving in 2 cars at a time. It's only 1 car. The rest will just be convoy. You cannot sleep on 2 beds at a time. You can only, even on a sofa like this, you can only occupy, the worst is to sit at the center of it. And so, and as you grow, the moment you get to age 40, they start telling you, don't eat this, don't eat that, don't eat that. So what is a craze about this? I want to acquire this, I want to acquire, what is it? What is it about? So I think there's a need for the society to start having those conversations, to start talking about it. Because if you understand that there's little for you, you don't actually need much. I think the greed, you know, to accumulate, to acquire more, the greed to cheat the next person, the greed to say me, the selfishness, you know, and that will lead to the selflessness that this season is all about. This season is about obedience and it's about sacrifice. It's about selflessness.
People should not legitimately work hard and earn, because we have innovators, ingenious people who are legitimately wealthy.
By design, from the way Allah has created us, Allah has created some people to make little effort and to be stupendously rich from their little effort, you know. And He has made some people to sweat a lot, and yet the reward is not as commensurate. It's deliberate to avoid chaos in the society. Some has to be rich, some will remain not so rich, you know. Because if everybody is rich, who will serve who? And if everybody is poor, who will sacrifice animals to say, okay, I'm giving you a portion? And so the design of Allah is that some are rich. And that richness, you have been given more than what you need. Not because so that you can be buying private jets or be buying what you don't need. So that you can remember the downtrodden. If you have been given what is more than what you need, then the excess on it is meant for others. It's meant for your neighbors. It's meant for your families. It's meant for the society at large. And if you look at the spirit of Islam, there's so much giving, you know, coming back to the question you asked. There's so much in giving Islam. There's zakah, there's sadaqah, you know, from your wealth, 2.5% of your wealth must go to the poor. And then when we are describing the poor here now, not the people that are dependent on you. So you can't take 2.5% and spend it on your wife and say, I've given zakat. No, no, it has to go to people that are not dependent on you. And then there's sadaqah. Like she said earlier, even the sacrificial ram must be divided into 3 portions to give to the poor. So we're in the season, the Eid al-Adha. One of the teachings in it is to give others, you know, especially the less privileged. So can you give to a rich person? Yes. In fact, nowadays, one of the things I tell people is that I think the rich, they are happier when somebody gives them things, you know, because they are used to people asking them every time. And so it is an opportunity to say, if you have a member of your family who happens to be rich, who happens to be the one that everybody is always, once in a while, even if it's just 1,000 naira recharge card, send it to his phone and send him text that, sir, I sent 1,000 naira recharge card to your phone. And you'll be amazed how happy you will have made him, you know. So giving is not only from the rich to the poor, but the poor too, because if you cannot give when you have little, you will not be able to give when you have more.